Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so I was recording something, I didn't see this as soon as it went up. So this has actually been up for, when was this posted? This was, at time of recording, this was just over half an hour ago. So some of you guys probably will have seen this already, but I wanted to talk about it. Because funnily enough, we were just talking about this the other day in the 59 Gaming group Discord thing, about the fact that if they were going to try and fit a global first into the end of November or December for global, we would maybe expect to see a Dokkan Now, because that's what they did last year for the reveal of the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. I remember that was the first Dokkan Now. None of us really knew what it was because there'd never been one before. We all assumed it was actually a live stream. And then, of course, it wasn't. So I did a live react stream with the boys Tiger and Toon. And then, of course, we realized it was not a live stream. So while we were watching along and reacting, people in the chat were literally skipping ahead and like spoiling everything in the chat, which was kind of funny. So yeah, Dokkan Now Volume 3 is coming. So release date the 16th at 10 PST. So that seems odd to me in terms of the time, because that is the time that banners normally come out at like 22:30 PST. So for me in the UK, this is 6 o'clock in the morning on the 17th, which is the Tuesday. So bit weird. Obviously at time of recording for me it's Saturday morning. So Tuesday morning we're going to see Dokkan Now Volume 3. Please note this is not a live stream. So someone pointed out in the comments here, so the 15th is the Heroes stream, so the Heroes 10th anniversary, where we chances are will be getting some sort of reveal of what is coming to Dokkan, at least for JP. And then this is, you know, not right afterwards, but very shortly afterwards. So obviously people are sort of getting their hopes up. I'm not going to look through like the whole comment section, but like people are obviously suspecting, you know, is this going to be Heroes? Because we talked about this on the previous episodes of the podcast, right, where Heroes stuff is never normally both versions at the same time. In fact, obviously Global didn't even have the Heroes stuff, and we weren't sure if we were ever going to get it for the first like couple of years. But I said, and you know, I didn't necessarily think it was a likely thing, but with the 10th anniversary of Heroes being this year, I said on the podcast, it was either the last episode or the one before, and Truth was there. It might have been the 2 weeks ago one, I can't remember. But it's the 10th anniversary of Heroes, so I said if they were ever going to do Heroes dual version, like celebration, the 10th anniversary would be the time, right? They're not going to do it for just some random thing. But if they were ever going to do a big Heroes celebration that was on both versions at the same time, the 10th anniversary is exactly when you would do that, right? So this could be Heroes related. Then people are obviously talking about the fact that it could be the Blue Boys. Somebody said, where is it? I'm sure I saw it when I first scrolled down here. But someone did point out, it seems unlikely that they would drop a Dokkan Now for a unit that we already know is coming. Like, we all know that the Blue Boys are basically coming in December. We just don't know when exactly. So, to me, it would seem very weird for them to do a Dokkan Now for the Blue Boys. It also would be kind of weird for them to do one for Gogeta, especially because even on JP, as hyper Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is, he was just a normal Dokkan Fest. It wasn't like a big crazy celebration. I would 100% back this, especially if it was a global first. I've mentioned numerous times that the BoJack movie is one of my favourite of the OG Dragon Ball movies. So if we actually got a orange gi Gohan that goes from... I mean, ideally, I guess we would have him start in base, because there's the existing AGL LR starts off as a Super Saiyan. So if he started off as base, transformed to Super Saiyan, and then had an active skill to go to Super Saiyan 2, that would be insane. Obviously with a much better restriction than the AGL one. This would be really cool, although I do think if we ever get this, it would potentially be a dual Dokkan Fest with an actual Dokkan Fest exclusive BoJack. But I definitely wouldn't complain if this is what it was. So yeah, there's a couple of schools of thought. There is Blue Boys being announced early, which I think is unlikely. Same for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I just don't feel like they would do a Dokkan now for something like that. I don't know. I don't think so. Then there's Heroes possibility. I mean, it would be awesome, right? Like, in terms of the actual Heroes units that we've had released and, like, the last banner that we had, we are up to date with JP. The last banner that Global had for Heroes was exactly the same as the last banner that JP had for Heroes. So, it's definitely possible that could be the case. So, that would be pretty cool. And then, of course, there is the other possibility, which is the Global First, which the very first Dokkan now was to announce a Global First for Christmas. Now, obviously, that was a bit later on in the year than this one, I think. Because obviously Kaioken Blue Goku came out for Christmas. So, I don't know if this would be too early to announce the Global Exclusive for Christmas. Obviously, we're suspecting they're going to pack in the Blue Boys and probably Jiren. Hopefully throw us the Kale and Caulifla EZAs. So like a very sort of Tournament of Power themed December. Now, I did actually have an idea for who the Global First could be this year. And I was going to do a video about it a little while ago. But when all the figure stuff came out that kind of hinted at UI Goku being the 6th anniversary character, obviously everyone started speculating like crazy. It's pretty much always a dual Dokkan Fest with 2 super units. So that kind of leads you to expect that the opposite unit for the UI Goku is going to be Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. But the whole point of me bringing this up is if we hadn't found out that information at all, so I mean it could still be possible, but without that information, my estimate was going to be that the Global First for this year was going to be Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. And the reason for that is 2 years ago we got hit, Tournament of Power unit, Global Exclusive. Last year we got Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, but the big thing about that was it was the first Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken in Dokkan, right? Like the AGL one that technically is Kaioken but doesn't have it in his name, like he doesn't really count, right? He's not named that. So the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, he's like a hype unit, right? Like people on JP I'm sure would have been hyped when he came out if he'd come out on JP first. So the fact that he came out on Global first, a uniquely named new version of Goku from the Tournament of Power, that was pretty hype. So that is what essentially led me to think that they could do the same thing again this year. Because obviously the only Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta representation we have in the game starts off as just Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and then transforms into Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. So obviously we could get a standalone Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Now, again, with what we know about the 6th year, it's hard to say because it does seem likely that Super Saiyan Blue Evolution would be the card opposite a Mastered UI Goku on a Dual Dokkan Fest. It's unlikely, I think, that it would be a Jiren, because obviously even though they did fight each other, Jiren units are super types, but we already have the Dokkan Fest Jiren, and then the LR is the Full Power Jiren, who is the separately named unit that we were kind of expecting to release as a Dual Dokkan Fest alongside MUI Goku. So now that they've already used Full Power Jiren, it does seem likely that it would be Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. I can't, sorry, not Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. I can't really think of anyone else who it would be that you would have opposite MUI Goku for like the 6th year. So that was what essentially put a dent in my plan and why I didn't actually make that video. But I wanted to mention it now because obviously as the time went on, we started to get less and less sure that we were even going to get a global exclusive. But the release of this teaser and the fact that we are getting a new Dokkan now, you know, as we've discussed already, it could be many different things, but it could be a global exclusive. So let me know down below, what do you guys want to see? Which of the options that we've gone through, or any other option that I didn't mention, what would you like to see? Obviously, heroes on both versions at the same time would be super hype for me, especially because with all the hinting that we've been getting from like the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta leader skill, the stuff that's been released and teased for heroes in general that's not Dokkan related, there's definitely the potential that the next Heroes banner brings some Super Saiyan 4s, maybe even our boy Masked Super 17, who you know I will be going ham for. So obviously for me, that would be super hype. I mean, a global first would be cool. But yeah, Heroes is like a big deal for me, so I'm very, very excited. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. And yeah, I guess we'll be looking forward to when this drops and seeing what it is. So just wanted to update you guys very quickly. That is going to be it for the video. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.